RB743, manufactured by Mighty Mule. I think I've also seen it as FM743. At any extent, I received them from Amazon, no directions. Not Amazon's fault necessarily, just weren't there. I was able to find directions on a download on how to program it. Incredibly confusing directions. I've made some much easier directions if you want to focus in on that, Stephanie. And they can always put it on pause maybe to read it. Okay, I spent a weekend trying to figure out how to program the 743. You have single button remotes respectfully for each gate, if you don't mind showing the gates. When you try to program the 743, with no directions, it overtakes each of the single button remotes. It's real simple. The 743 has an 8 dip switch system. The single buttons, as well as I believe the dual buttons, at least the older version, have 9, and the dual version has 2 sets of dip switches, so that makes it much easier. But the 743 is not that easy, okay? And I was quite frustrated this weekend. So, with that said, I'm going to teach you the easiest way. I was on hold for an hour with tech support. They escalated it to a Pro Cube. She was actually very knowledgeable, courteous, able to help me. But it should be noted there should be some better directions, in my opinion. And I did email them with that request. But I'm making a video because I want it done now. So if I can't fix something, I go on YouTube, figure it out, right? Everyone does that. So we have 3 single remotes. What you want to do is concentrate on the first 8 dip switches. All 8 dip switches for all gates are programmed exactly the same. The 9th dip switch is the one that makes it unique for the 743. Okay? So, you have a negative, neutral, positive, or positive, center, negative. All 8 dip switches on these singles are going to be set exactly the same, except for the 9th dip switch, which will be set 1 to positive, 1 to neutral or center, and 1 to negative. Now, I will say that this is the positive, this is the center, and this is the negative, if you have a preference on which gate you want to open on your 743. So once you set all of that, you take your gate opener, I've set it, and I've set this one, for example, to a negative, which is going to be my north gate, and I'm going to teach it. Make sure you press the correct button because you don't want to have to reset your limits. I'm going to simultaneously press this. Okay, some older gates you have to press off and then turn it on and simultaneously do it. So, with this said, I'm going to do this. It's going to beep. Okay, we're set. Now, we're going to determine if it's working by hitting the 743. We're functioning. I'm going to continue to confirm that by hitting my single remote, and we're functioning. My name is Dean, and I'm signing off. Have a great